Dear friends, today we are going to talk about a subject that, although it may generate some embarrassment, is an essential conversation, especially for those who have crossed the threshold of 50 years. What we will discuss here is full of respect and wisdom, because talking about intimacy and maturity means talking about our humanity, the love and the trust we built over the years with our partners. But before going into detail, what happens? Let's take a moment to reflect. What happens when, in that special moment, a man's body does not respond as it used to? What if, despite our desire and love, the penis just doesn't become firm as we wish? This is a delicate issue, but you are not alone if you found yourself in that situation. It's something that many couples face in silence. We're going to explore it together, drawing on science, psychology, and life experience. Disclaimer. First, I want to mention that if you're listening to this content, it's intended for those over 50 and aims to create a safe space to discuss issues that affect sexuality as we age. So feel comfortable, because what we'll discuss here is only for those of us who have accumulated some winters on our skin. Let's start with something that we sometimes forget. The body changes over the years. It's common for physical responses not to be the same as when we were 20 or 30 years old. This, my dear friends, is not a failure and not a reason for shame. It is simply the nature of our biology. The penis, like other parts of the body, may not have the same ability to become firm as easily as before, and that is perfectly. Why does it happen? Normal. Now, why does this happen? It's important to understand that behind the inability to achieve an erection during intimate moments, there can be multiple factors according to medical studies. One of the most common factors is blood flow as we age. Our arteries may harden, a process known as atherosclerosis. This can limit how much blood reaches the penis, and as you know, its firmness largely depends on blood flow. In addition to physical aspects, we cannot ignore the emotional aspect. The mind and body are deeply connected, and sometimes the worry about performing well can be exactly what prevents us from succeeding. Anxiety is a silent enemy, as anxiety a professional in sexual psychology. I've heard men tell me that as soon as they start thinking too much about whether they'll be able to perform, their body, almost as if aware of those thoughts, stops cooperating. Here's some wisdom. If you're in an intimate moment with your partner and you notice that your penis isn't firm, the first thing you should do is breathe. Pause for a moment. Take a breath. Breathing. The body responds better when we are calm and relaxed. There's no need to rush or feel pressured. The second thing you should do is talk to your partner. Don't remain silent. Don't ignore it, as this can increase anxiety for both of you. Instead, communicating how you feel is key to maintaining that emotional connection, which greatly enhances intimacy. So, what does science say about it? Recent studies suggest that between 40% and 70% of men over 50 experience some form of erectile dysfunction. At some point, this can be occasional or chronic. What does science say? Depending on factors such as general health, lifestyle habits, and emotional state, it's important to remember that you're not alone. Many men go through this, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help when needed. That's why my next recommendation is to consult a doctor specializing in sexual health. There are effective treatments available, for medications that help improve blood flow to psychological therapies to manage anxiety, which is sometimes the real culprit behind this lack of firmness. However, don't jump directly to pills without first understanding what's going on. Often, small changes in daily what can you do? Life can make a big difference. A healthier diet, some exercise, and above all, learning to reduce stress can help. Now, what can you do in the moment when this happens? If you've already tried to relax and communicate with your partner, but your body still isn't responding, I invite you to shift your focus, pleasure and intimacy. Don't depend solely on the rigidity of the penis. Satiety is much richer than that, and this is a great time to explore other types of physical contact that can conclusion be extremely pleasurable for both of you. Sometimes removing the pressure to get an erection is what finally allows it to happen. Remember, the mind is powerful. If you focus only on what should happen, it may never happen, but if you allow yourself to enjoy the moment, connect with your partner and explore other forms of pleasure, you may surprise yourself. Finally, I want to leave you with this thought. Maturity brings us the wisdom that not everything in life needs to be the same as before. Intimacy with your partner evolves too, and this is not a negative thing. As we age, we gain something invaluable: patience, understanding, and the ability to enjoy those moments more fully and deliciously. If you're going through this, don't spare, speak up, seek help, and above all, keep exploring love with your partner. Sexuality and maturity can be as beautiful as in youth, if we learn to accept change and enjoy the journey. If you liked this talk and would like to hear more topics like this, I invite you to subscribe to our channel Wise Old AGE Sexuality and Health, where we always have something new to share. Take care and continue living with Wiz System.